same. Once you let it change. It's like a family tree. Part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
One day, oh wow, that's 2 streams in a row that I completely forgot to do that. But one day, I'll actually adjust the timer for like, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should make my own timer. I want to be corpse. There we go. Maybe I should make my own timer that explicitly counts down to like 7 p.m. CST, because that's... Oh, hey, stuff. How's it going? But yeah, because like I normally just start stream at 7 p.m. So I may as well just have a timer that goes for that. Not bad working. Nice. Good luck with tile sets. I have never had a context where tiling is not at least a little bit annoying. Oh, right. Last time, speaking of a little bit annoying, last time we went completely around this thing. Huge, huge impressive platforming section. And the end result was... Actually, no, that was the right one. Oh, yeah. This room goes to here, which connects back over here. And I took one look in here and turned around and left. So, like, I use a lot of resources to get over here, because this area doesn't mess around. It is the late game. We are cranking up every numerical difficulty we can. Sort of thing. Oh yeah, and there's also this. Man, good luck with the tile set. Like, that's... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That seems like a very important part of anything. Alright, Sith. How's it going? How's Spirit Fair? I assume a lot of crying is involved in that, or at least various emotions, because I've seen that game. I know what that is. That's one of the quirky indie games that makes you contemplate your life. Yeah, nice seeing you. All right. Oh, right. I'm like, why did this take me so many resources to get to the first time? The answer is just, one, increasingly incautious use of dashing. 2, wait, is he just... I thought he was just focusing on Lorna. I'm like, I didn't even know she could take aggro. Ow, that was dumb. Yeah. Definitely a swap between cozy resource to emotions. Yeah, I think that it's a little bit of a cliche to call it like the quirky indie game that makes you contemplate life. But like, that's a good genre to have, honestly. Oh, how does this go? That's where this goes. Because, like, that's kind of a big part of art, to make people feel... Ah! Hey, Reeker. Thanks for the throw. Just talking about stuff. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, like, it's a big point of art to make you, essentially rush into a group chat at 3 a.m. with just the words, "What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't even mean to do that." Because something just happened and you're feeling things. Hope you're doing well. So I mentioned a couple projects that I have working on, and one of them will eventually fix the eternal issue of the fact that this model always has missized items. I'll kind of miss that. But hopefully I can figure out how to... Ow. Ow. how? How did that work? But like, hopefully I'll figure out how to preserve that, but you know, flip it so the ones that are actually small, you know, the ones that are 3 inches are properly huge when being thrown at bread, and everything else looks like it's supposed to. Just that strong? Yeah. I've already forgotten. Oh, right, probably the how did I get here without actually taking a bunch of damage. That or not as tired as I was last time. That's also a huge thing. But yeah, because I mentioned that...
Sith Knight 20 is first over the fence. Watch out for easy raider patrols.
I do love just throwing myself. Or not worth it. Oh god. I'm starting to also think that this is one of those games where you use your alt, because if you don't use it, you're going to wish you did. Alright, what's over here? Ah, another house. You have a lovely home. But yeah, maybe this is just the fact that some of the earliest animes that I was exposed to that medium of or style of animation was Trigun and Full Metal Alchemist. Those two will definitely give you opinions on what the quality of storytelling can and should be like. Although the funny thing is that oh, there's just a lever. Neat. So I watched Brotherhood first, or not Brotherhood. I should have watched Brotherhood first. How do you get to that? I'm probably forgetting some movement tech. It's fine. So, like, I watched the 2004 Full Metal Alchemist, which was being run at the same time as I wasn't done in that room as a manga, so it gets to a point where you can kind of tell when you compare it to Brotherhood, like, all right, they had things up to here, and then they were like, well, our options are either do a bunch of the filler arcs or just kind of guess and do our own thing. So they did some of the filler arcs, which is interesting because there's like a minor character or two that are introduced in said filler arcs that Brotherhood just kind of assumes you've seen their first attempt. Like, yeah, that's not good, but like if you came back after what we tried last time, you probably know enough about this story that you'll recognize these people, or just otherwise say, yeah, that doesn't really matter, it's fine. All right, so I need to get up there. Here's an entire left side that we need. Where is it going? Oh yeah. Oh, neat. The fact of that, as far as I'm concerned, if you have some sort of media that is good, it should absolutely rip your soul out, but in like a positive way. Motley's community. Oh, hey, we found one of our party members' phones. How are you doing, Lord Motley? Please take some time off from the Academy whenever you should feel the need to do so. Rest assured that, for the time being, I'm capable of carrying out Lord Kane's duties. There's also a confidential matter I'd like to confide to you. There exists a homunculus with whom I am very close, and would very much like to introduce the two of you. Let's meet and speak in person soon. Gilroy. Why is Gilroy, the guy who we've been fighting several times because he's doing a shit job at managing this place. Why was he... Oh. Okay, I see. So we need to get that door open to launch ourselves through there, and... That's rude. Do that. We need to get on the other side, launch ourselves below, and... Right. Think about here. Hell yeah. Oh, I like how you can hear the running water on the other side of the wall. But yeah. It's nice to see that there's a couple games that do that, and a lot of the time there's like a good stretch where I feel where you got most of that storytelling because it was just kind of, hey, we want to make a story, we got an idea, we're just going to do that because we can. Was in indie spaces. And I don't know, I kind of feel like at the very least Expedition 33 has been doing a good job of as I've seen friends play it after and aren't quite as far in the game as I am. It's done doing a good job of getting that reaction. Ooh, admin's amp. So good on that. All right. Where are we launching ourselves to? That is going to annoy me because it... Wait. I wish you could see the passives. Oh. Hey, there's the passives. Knight's Charge, Motley's Torrent, Garm's Stake and Ascent, Ours Griff's Slipfoot, Dive, Motley's Grapple, Fast Travel, and Tuner. Alright. So, not much for what we need to do, which is like fall, jump, and get on the other side. I think there has to be another trick. Aw, flower. This is a boss room. Heck. Yep. What is my luck? Every time. Wait, can that attack even hit me? Is Lilac too short to be hit by that? That's hilarious. Yay! Again. Seems like every time we've managed to... Oh. We've managed to end a stream right before another boss fight. Woo! I was expecting to have to double try that. Friend? No. Detect Imperium Paracel. Failed. My duty. Please stop Master Gilroy. All by himself. The Lord's burden. Nothing left to protect. Forgive me. Done all I can. You have earned your rest. No. I was also thinking, maybe this is just due to the fact that I haven't been going through this game at a very fast pace because of a combination of needing days off and not being able to stream it regularly on a schedule that tries to go every other... Wait, there's more stuff I can get over there. I'm going to try. Like every other week, but I kind of forgot why we want to stop him. Like, I know obviously bad shit's happening. But also, this is a Souls game. Ooh. I think I know what's up. Eh? Really? You really want me to believe that this is a room with nothing in it? I don't believe you, but I don't see anything other than the fact that there's this room here. We'll come back. Oh, wait. I think I know what was in there that I just didn't see. Where is the switch? Oh, wait. There's actually nothing in here. Been bamboozled. I bamboozled myself. How dare? I guess. All right, so there's that, which means we have to go do a coast to coast. Oh. I just remembered what the movement tech is that oh, okay, so oh. There's a lot of realization going on. Please be patient. My brain doesn't work. I can't even be... Oh, that was my other thought, that maybe I have to throw myself out of this room. But I'm like, no, if that was really all of it, they would have just, you know, left a wall there. But no, of course they wouldn't, and they wouldn't simply because they kind of need to give you an ability to aim. What we got here? Another admin's amp. Do I even need these things? I feel like I might be going crazy and that I don't actually need all of these amplifiers I'm being given. Like, I don't think I have that many abilities that are one admin's amp away, right, from being upgraded. But I remember what I have to do here. I have to basically drop under, dash across, and then that, but upwards. All right, the most we can do is at an angle, but that'll be actually kind of perfect. Sort of. Possibly, hopefully. Oh yeah, oh, hey Whisper, thanks for looking. Enjoy it. Hope you're having a good day. All right, new plan. New plan. I'm going to try to just hold up. How? I'm confused. I don't comprehend how that happened. Like that. I guess if you're in midair, you can't go up with that ability. Only if you're on solid ground. But somehow that worked out. Big question mark? Well, we're just gonna return to respite, see if we can upgrade stuff, and quietly confused. I can upgrade that to max. I can upgrade that. All right. I stand corrected. I guess I actually need more of these things. Fine, you get one. Feels like we get one more companion. I don't know who that would be unless one of our non-combatant companions gets upgraded to fully combat capable, which out of everything, out of everyone, I hope that Motley, a little spider dude we got, just becomes a bigger spider. Like, say what you will about arachnophobia and like, I think that would be cute. Like, looks pretty much about the same, just is a bigger spider. Ah, yes, 5 more HP. That's going to be massively helpful. It actually probably... Oh, that curved. Doors, lasers. Man. I know this is some of the highest security areas that we can get into, but they really had one design philosophy and stuck to it. And good for them for being consistent, but also they didn't want to live a little. They didn't want to try a few new things. I guess it is Art Deco. Never mind. I retract what I was going to say. You cannot go wrong with Art Deco. The only way you can go wrong is not enough art and too much deco. Actually, maybe? I'm not even sure. Well, oh, come on. Why is everything locked? All right. So can't get there because it's door. Can't get up above because there's lasers. Can't get in there because it's like locked from every side except for the middle. Yeah. Expedition 33 has completely ruined my standards for Art Deco because like there's not a square inch of that game that is not... Oh, guess this is here. That is not Art Deco as fuck. Like, there was a moment where I realized... Where I was thinking, all right, I wonder how long until we get the, there's yellow paint argument or general complaining that I've kind of come to expect, despite the fact that I think that if there wasn't yellow paint, then all the complaints would be, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go in this game. It's impossible to find my way. It's like, no, it's there so you can quickly tell what's there for set dressing and what you can actually interact with, because games can't make everything that looks interactable. And then I realized that what it actually does is it takes like gold ore veins in rock, stone, or intentional gilding, and that's the yellow paint. And that's amazing. Tell me, Cesare, I love Art Deco and Streamline. Yeah, okay, so we've gotten there before. Oh, there's more ways that we can go. Like, it's just so beautiful. And I guess it makes sense. Like, the actual purpose of that architectural style is like both, all right, we're going to be using these techniques and means of construction that are inherently cheaper and mass-produced, able to be streamlined, but we're also going to go out of our way to make sure that these, look good. Because if we don't do that, if we don't make the world that we're going to be spending every moment in pretty, what's actually the point of designing things? Like, there used to be a whole lot more art in the like to architecture. This was a bad idea. Yeah, they're just bland. Like, they're just cubes. They legit... A modern skyscraper legit looks like what somebody who just started playing Minecraft would try to build on their first night. It's just a big box. All right, sure, you got me for use of space, but I don't think I can get over there. Not without something else. Or maybe it's just you're supposed to tech your way. Return. We're at half health. Like, there's ways to do it without having everything look... Ugh. The problem is that it costs a little bit of money, so nobody's interested because, ugh. I don't know. I have a general problem on many levels with minimalism as a concept. Like, I can get... I really walked right into that. Ow. Like, I can get if you're like, yeah, I don't need all this stuff and it's taking up space that I frankly don't have, or I don't want to deal with it, move it, clean it, whatever, so I'm getting rid of some stuff. But my end goal is that when somebody walks into wherever I'm living, it looks like you're walking into a Ghibli scene. Like, there's just stuff everywhere. You know that scene in Howl's Moving Castle where Sophie goes into Howl's bedroom to try to find him because he's being an idiot? I want it to be like that. Like, there's just a horde of treasures and shiny stuff. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to have a whole pile of just stuff you enjoy? I know. It's funny. I just realized that the only consistent place to get pictures of my actual room and what my place looks like is on somebody else's Discord, because they request and won't stop annoying me until I submit room pictures for them to judge. But I don't care enough to do it. Yeah, I got human form, bread form, 4 other forms. I have a couple. This one I call corpse for reasons. Because unfortunately, sometimes you need hands. And the world is not exactly normal if you don't have them about it. Ah. So this one's designed that if the coat closes, which next model update, trust, it'll look more or less human. And also because my going on with the theme of I just want a whole I want to go maximalist and be surrounded by stuff I like. None of my forms actually make sense. There's central theming is somebody else's problem. I just got things that I thought looked cool. Like half of them are just character adopts. I'm like, no, this is fun. I want this. But how are you doing, Destiny? I hope that you're having a good night. Do 3D printing? I'm like that too. Hell yeah. Problem with the only reason I haven't gone to 3D printing is a combination of back when I knew a little bit of drafting software. That was back when there was a massive cost to get into 3D printing. The other thing is that aside for things for like D&D or things that I'm like, I can't really justify a purpose for this, is like the case of, all right here in this moment right now, I have no idea what to use that for. And then I keep on thinking of fun things that I could use it for. The real, oh no, he's... That'll always surprise me when people say that about any of my characters. But thank you. Oh, good luck at work. Like, best of luck. It sucks, but hope you survive and have a good day with it. I should get better at dodging those guys. Actually, I should just use the charge gauge. I don't have to listen to what they say. I have an axe. Now, I think the only saving grace is that I no longer do in-person D&D because everyone else in my D&D group is very far away. Like, it started in college, and then afterwards we kind of kept going offline just to stay in touch, and also because we wanted to, you know, finish a campaign for once. But in person, there was times where I'm like, I should really find an engineer, because I know we have those on campus, and I know they have access to 3D printing, and give them all these STL files to actually print out and like, so I can have these fun little like tokens and map things, and like, because I was also at almost peak Critical Role. I feel like that was the point where everyone who was into D&D was like, yeah, no, they did this thing in Critical Role, or like, this is a homebrew thing posted by them, it's basically official. It, like, that sort of point where they were everywhere. I don't know if it's because I have less interest in D&D as a system. Like, I've kind of realized that, oh, this doesn't quite do what I want out of a tabletop RPG. Like, it's really good for D&D is really good for combat specifically. It's a little lacking if you want to have, and best way to say it is meaningful mechanics that aren't combat related. Even though I don't quite like saying that, because you can have really good non-combat stuff in D&D. God, I forgot how far that launches you. It's actually kind of insane. Like, an entire room's worth of vertical. Sidebar to my sidebar, but the fact that this game has so much vertical momentum, and there's times where I feel pretty comfortable just hanging around midair and fighting. It's fun. All right, that should make it easier to get back. Boy, I just found that it's also a case of, like, there would always be a homebrew for, oh, you want to do something sci-fi, you want modern firearms in your D&D, like, we got you covered. There's a homebrew for that. It's like, yeah, but there's also systems for that. Like, I wanted to do more modern stuff, and the system that oh, thank God, a respite. Oh, pay me no heed. Continue forth. God, again, the fact that there's our allies surrounded by a mountain of robot corpses is so cool. It's like, yeah, we caused this. We've come a long way. We've even climbed the Imperium Parasol. Down the lower stratum, you'd look up and see this place off in the distance. Lilac, are you ready to face Gilroy? I'm a little nervous, but with all of you here, I think things will work out. I, too, am grateful for all of you. I've got your back. Didn't sound like you, Noel. Not that I'm complaining. Let's keep moving. Aw. Sometimes found family is a bunch of meat-filled robots you found and recruited along the way. Okay, I know I didn't miss stuff because there's still some things I can't get through. Like, there's still some unknown obstacles. So not quite. Where's boss room? Nope. We still have more to discover. I just needed a place that wasn't crawling with enemies. No, what I found with D&D is that largely speaking, there's a lot of good that you can do with that, but as a system, it does wear its origins pretty clearly on its sleeve. And D&D was originally a war game, kind of like Warhammer, a little bit like 40K. And the general idea of that was that you would be sneaking through dungeons and like the back ways into castles in at least official scenarios to try to get your way into other players' keeps. The thing is, what they found, or what I've heard the story is that they found early on in playtesting that the aspect of sneaking around in basements and tunnels instead of the actual wargaming aspect was the part that people liked more. So they just made stuff that was around that. In all fairness, that's like, there's other systems that have a kind of similar story. Like, there's actually a couple Warhammer tabletop RPGs that just let you play as, you know, one dude in a scenario. Like, I think Rogue Trader, that game is based off of the system called Rogue Trader. And granted, it's a case of, like, God forbid Game Workshop does anything that doesn't involve a half dozen different books and a bunch of minis. But yeah, it's definitely something that exists for multiple things. It's just that there's also... Oh, this is going to be a thing. Oh, hey, we found Gilroy's phone. Gilroy, as you well know, I consider you my other self. This is not only because you're created from a biological replica of me, but also because, for better or worse, you and I are exceedingly similar in countless other ways. As such, I have been forced to place a most heavy burden on you. Rest assured, I know the pain of sustaining the barrier is immeasurable, and I'm preparing a homunculus to succeed you in the painful duty. I ask you to endure a little longer. Cain Milius. Oh. Are we going to get Gilroy as a nameless priestess ring? A ring from Abelia, Lord... Wait, hang on. First thought first. Are we going to get Gilroy as the last companion? That would be cool. Also, nameless priestess's ring. Okay. Ring from Abelia, Lord of House Frost. The homunculi of House Frost were created in conjunction with those of House Milius, but it's said the Frost parted with a number of valuables as part of the arrangement between the two houses. That speed annual attack increased by 20%. I wonder if there's a ring or an item in Ender Lilies with the same effect. Because SP mechanic was also present there. But I wonder if that exists. And this is something that we got as a little oh yeah, they sort of kind of stole a couple of Lily's things from the first game. Don't worry, it's fine. Hey, tuner. I don't think that's going to be relevant anymore. It's efficient slots. Blech. How dare. Alright, what we got? Echo device. Yeah, that's good. Increased damage dealt by tuner arts. Magicite hairpin I want for the cooldown. Chain and Raven. That's just 15. That becomes 15% damage, period. Crimson. I don't think we have many status effects. Oh. Ow. We need one more, so that's going back on. Third. Hold up. So I want to investigate down there. That I'm not sure how we get. This is just perpetually annoying me, and I haven't found it all yet. I think we got... Only other things is Land of Origin, which we don't have the ability to proceed through. All right. Quick little stop in town, because I want to see what's going on. Yes. Oh. Same effect, but it requires less slots, so we can equip it. That's perfect. Increase. Yeah, may as well. Figure there's no harm in just equipping what we can, or increasing what we can. I mean, may as well. Would getting more magic vials have been smarter? Probably. Definitely. I think so. However, you have to consider it's funny to do that. And like knowing me, we're going to be floundering around for so long that I probably will forget. All right. Enhance your cactus. Enhance whatever the heck that is. Enhance that. And that. Why? Why do we have more? Oh. Oh. It has to be Gilroy then. Like there is no way that this game would give you more parts that you can purchase, right? It would be one thing if these were resources found in the world, because that makes sense, right? I think it's a good thing for a game to do something like that, because that means that the idea, I actually think it's safer to go through this section. The idea is, oh, you don't have to go look around for every single thing in order to fully upgrade your gear. We're giving you more than you need on purpose, because we're not expecting you to find every single thing. But the fact that it's a purchasable part, to me at least, screams, hey, you're going to need every single one of these that you can get. So grab it, pick it up. If you buy it now, it's fine. You're going to get more later. Because I'll be honest, it's not exactly, I don't exactly see that, oh, there's more spaces here. There's enough space for another upgrade. Because sometimes UIs are just like that, where you have an idea for 7 things, for like 7 dudes to be, or for 7 unique units or abilities, but you only have, but the only way you can actually put them all in there is, okay, rude. How dare. Let's try that again. Yeah, the only way you can actually fit it all in the UI is you have to do 2 columns and one gets short-changed. All right. Wanted to check what abilities, because power, break damage, speed, AoE. All right, stand with lunar manifestation. Power, break damage, staying with gravity field. We'll go drill. Because the other thing is that I might actually, as much as I love Yolvin, I might actually swap him out for Lido, just because having a second cooldown ability, it's easier for me to manage in a boss fight and might do a bit more than just hey, you can drill them for a little bit. That being said, I love the amount of break damage they're putting in on this. All right, and down. But also running. Ow! Come on. I appreciate the ledge grab. I do not appreciate it, the ledge grab in this moment. Give me a sec, I'll come back around to it. Right. I don't think that was a good idea, but my thought process was that if I can break them immediately, I can get a little bit of extra damage on them. All right. Can I just... Do I need to participate? Can I throw my... Nope. Never mind. That was a good idea. It didn't seem like a good idea. But you do a lot more damage, break damage at least, that way than anything else. God, I love being able to do that. Like, oh, this seems dumb. Is it? No? It actually works? Like, if it's stupid and it works, sometimes it's just stupid and you got lucky. Sometimes it's actually, yes. Ooh. Bracelets marked with a rune depicting celestial rays. Bangles were the creation of Cain Milius, horse of Lord. I don't even know what I messed up saying. Horse of Lard Milius and a master craftsman. Just rolling with it. I swear I'm not tired. You say force of forkable malort? No, I tried to say horse of Lord Milius instead of house of Lord, or Lord of House Milius. I even mispronounced it and I'm trying to correct. That is a very forcible malort. I could go for some force malort. All right. A bunch of heal. All right, I'll go for that. I'll make that trade. Cetus, Ilion, Typhon. Wait, that tanks my heal potency to can I give that to negatives? Okay, I have to see this. I have to see if I can kill myself from healing. All right, so I can't heal while full. But that'd be so funny because I have a heal potency of -35. All right, let's get some danger. Boss room. Oh wait, there should be some on the other side. So yeah, it's 9 every couple seconds. So ideally, I can just play keep away. It's minimum 0. That would be so funny. Come on, the stats say it. The stats say it goes into the negatives. Let me. Actually, I kind of want Cetus. Just because. All right. There, aside from the one place I have no idea what I'm missing there, this is the only place I can go. And God, this feels ominous. Trust no one. Those were the final words of our Lord. Yes, but if you were following that, you wouldn't trust him on that. I'm just saying, there's some words that are inherently paradoxical if you think about them and actually follow them in all cases. That's why I do not care for your words. Well, I don't care for yours, so we're even. We know the barrier draws its magic from land of origin. If you are responsible for sustaining it and its weakening, it's almost certainly that your blight-addled mutant consciousness causing the blight to spread further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who? Who else is worthy of sitting on this throne? Literally anyone. I think it just needs a dude plugged into it. She'll conquer the blight eventually, and once I'll do it. What? She'll take your place. After all, I was built for the task, wasn't I? How the fuck did I not see that coming? So all this talk about Nola being a homunculus from House Milius, them making a second homunculus for the task of maintaining the barrier, all this mystery, all this stuff about her being trained, yoinked from Milius after their downfall. Thanks for the mitosis. It really shouldn't be this much of a surprise. Why do you... I've remembered why it was I felt the desire to return to the upper stratum. Nola, cannot carry this nation on your shoulders. Gilroy, brother, I will have that throne now. Oh. Oh, we're fighting the admin. All right, so that's a... Break his poise. Break his face. Oh yeah, I don't think I'll need a status effect anymore. I haven't really been running into a lot. Get set on fire by this dude. Yeah, that. Nope. Surrender the fancy. Mom said it's my turn on the fancy chair. All right. I think we're going to swap out because extra break is nice, but it's hard to juggle because you can hold it. But if you try to use anything else at the same time, it overwrites. So I can't keep pressure, and it's also a little bit hard to juggle it all. Actually, now let's try this because my problem with my problem with Lorna is that her chair is kind of impossible to see around. What's this way? What if we don't go there? All right. Hey! This is what you get for fucking around. You find out. More HP. Oh! Nothing to fear. Upgrading HP to the maximum extent. Nice. All right. Yeah, because that's essentially an extra attack every time I dodge, which is a lot easier to deal with whenever I'm trying to figure that out. The 2 cooldowns means that, like, right now I can just kind of hammer him. Oh, come on. Even... Ah, I missed. Yeah, this is going so much better. And ads. Or, it was like a second before, but I'm just going to hit it now just in case, because I saw it. Or I guess not, because it's actively lying to me that, all right, I guess we're going to wait until the ad actually starts. Oh, there it goes. Dang it. Ads for real this time. Weird. All right. And now I am about to get hit the moment I start this because always. Want to mind the Muppets? Hell yeah. Like, all advertising is inherently an annoying exercise in frustration and something that you can... I should have seen that coming. Could do without, but there's Muppets. Everything's better than Muppets. I also realized that one of the bread rolls is covering. Thanks for the brick. Saw that one was ace. So, on one hand, boo advertising. Yay, Muppets. Actually, I think half of the reason that I have was so many throw things at me redeems and the like is I just want to be a virtual Muppet. And like the Muppets' whole gimmick is that they're puppet-based vaudeville show and there's plenty of slapstick. We've gone from the surprisingly on point and good attempt to why do we sucketh so. To complete the circle, we need a cannon to fire you out of. I would be down for that. Just fire things at me and fire me at things. Now for the long, arduous process of what the hell is even that? We're doing all these things that seem like they would be cool. I forgot to equip stuff. Ow. But in reality, it's not because we keep on missing each other. So it's more embarrassing than anything else. Like that. The invincibility. That is good to know. Am I bleeding? No. I feel like that's a very concerning thing to normally hear a streamer say, but I say it often enough that it's just like, yeah, that sometimes happens. I rarely am. It's just sometimes I feel like, oh, I may or may not be bleeding right now. And it's usually just during a break or whatever, I sat in a way that made one part of me feel a little warm, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably blood. No, you just have heat on you, you idiot. I'm not really dodging these things as much as iframing for dear life through them. Wait, I should be parrying stuff. The window's actually generous. I could be, but I'm not that brave. Right, the last resort, the heal of last resort. Wait, is this? No. So close. Let's see. So that's completely useless. We can put that in place. Is there anything Primary abilities up. Tuner arts up. Okay. Ah! Thanks for that, slaps. Wait, this is my... That's my walking around. This is my boss one. Time an enemy is defeated, time until the cooldown ability can be reactivated is reduced by 50. Alright, that's not actually useful because this is a one-on-one duel. This is just flat cooldown, XP 6 every time an enemy is defeated, so that's also not useful. Damage dealt to stagger, that's useful. So I'm going to remove that. Remove that because they don't actually do anything. Pressure, carapace, counterattacks, autonomous abilities. That could be useful. Dealt increases damage dealt when under status effect. That I don't want to encourage that. Dealt to enemies inflicted with stat. All right. Status effects. Status effects. So by percentage depending on the number of SP. That's an interesting one. I only have one slot to deal with. Is there or to just scrap materials. Kind of like the vibe of this one. This time for sure, and by this time for sure, I mean I'm not having any illusions that we're not right back into the you did really good and now you suddenly choke. Like, it's cyclical. It's just how it happens. Yeah, that's a lot of damage really early. Yeah, and that... Alright, it's not helping by the fact that I'm trying to remember parry timings. So if you can get him down there... Yeah, that... It's not even worth trying to parry them. The fact that they come in groups of 3 means that unless you're doing some Expedition 33 bullshit of just... Because I saw a clip of, like, bonus boss. I hope it's a bonus boss. Because as far as I can tell, the parry timing was just yes. Like, if you're not parrying, you're getting hit. So... yeah. So unless it's that level, which I don't think there's a latency for it, it's not working. Which is honestly, that's an interesting thing. I like the vibe of a boss where it's, yeah, you've been taught how to parry. You've been taught that it's much easier than you would expect from a Souls game, and for how much benefit you get, you're probably used to the idea that you can just parry every boss. Here's one where that doesn't work. Because it's usually the opposite. Like, there's usually a boss that's like, hey, if you can master parry, he'll get you on dodging, but if you can do this cool and difficult thing that we've been telling you about, dang it, you'll get a massive bonus and huge benefit. I know the bonus boss took almost an hour just parrying nearing everything while it chipped away 2 million health. Yeah, it's simultaneously one that I really want to, like, figure out, but I'm either going to be driven to so much repetition. I fall for that every time. I should just simply not fall for that. That's going to be the best thing to do. Oh, hey! I recognize that attack. Got me last time. You jerk. Oh. This ain't... I'm like, wait, did I do that? No, I got clipped. But the setup is getting us very consistently to late phases or low health. I think a big part of it is that as much as I like Lorna as an entity, like story-wise and gameplay and design, I really like her. The problem is, as an ability, she really makes it hard to parse what's going on. All right, if I don't mess up on these swords as often. Oh, wait, that is a huge hidden thing about Lido that I didn't know. You can use Lido specifically when you're charging up an Attuner art ability, like when I attack with a big axe, because he's not he doesn't require like the space in front of you to summon or for you to do anything. He's just kind of drops on the field and is self-sufficient. All right, that's for me for being greedy. I know I mentioned that it's been said that I should have that's on me, I was being greedy counter, but it would be over 100. Ow! All right. Ooh, the music. Oh, come on. All right. Is there anything else I can do that'll help? Fully restore HP. Well, that's staying on. No, wait, that's a totem. Oh, it also accrues ups SP. Impact. I don't want to go back just to get a carapace that increases my stats by a little bit more, because both the carapaces, whatever the plural that is, they're a little underwhelming. It's like, yeah, increase your stats by it, and like, yeah, sure, if you're able to parry, then that more than makes up for the stat lack. But it's also like a 20% increase, but you're not able to parry, so either or. Yeet. Ow. I missed. Not supposed to miss. Someone check the script. Think I should get another shot. I also wish that the Owl's ability was when you dash past an enemy, because there's a little... Maybe I should look at that ability, see if there's a trade-off that might be a bit easier to use, because it's a little bit... If I'm up and in him, it's good for closing the gap. Not so much for when you're trying to get one more hit away. Why are you up there? Get down. How elaborate do we have to make this fight? Get down here. I think Arm got a hit, and I accidentally used his ability, and it was pretty nice. And he's on fire. It's a beautiful thing. Monumentous. He should be on fire more, and I should be on fire less. Bite. Fell for it again. Every time. Okay, so that's as I dodge. That's as I go ahead. That's just every now and then. I'll go for that. Give it a try. And thanks. I'll get it eventually. It helps a lot for this sort of game when you go in with the mentality of I'm not going to get it first try. I'm probably not going to get it second time. Because it's one of the things that I really like about Souls games. And I guess... And it's an odd thing that I've enjoyed Night Rain. I enjoy playing that. And I've had fun with it. But I just mentally don't view that the same as I don't view any of the games the same as I do as Dark Souls. Like, that game thematically has such an impact on me because the way I read that game is it's a battle of attrition. First of all, I feel like I'm charging up my SP so much. Like, I just view that game as the main message being something along the lines of, you only really fail when you give up. So if you can continue being the biggest weirdo in the room and are crazy enough to not hit or not quit, that is huge. It's a skill all in and of itself. And I'm on fire. And I'm dead. Not on fire anymore, so this is a marked improvement. Hang on, that's a quote. And I'm on. And I'm on fire. And dead. 227. Oh, damn. I'd say, why am I allowed to get away with this? But also, I'm kind of allowed to do this because, again, I'm crazy enough to continuously do this. That's really all you need. Has this gone well before? Yes. Has it gone poorly before? Also, yes. What's wrong one? Oh, still hit. I should be using... Oh. I see the ability. I understand. So long as they're in front of me, it works. I like that. Also, I am enjoying the gas cloud so much more than I thought I would. Oh, it's a giant freaking uppercut. I should be using Ladles a lot more. Not falling for that because I can't reach you. Get down here. No, because on one hand, as far as I view it for streaming and how that goes, there is a point where it's like, all right, am I doing something wrong? What can I... Just looking at everything, looking at my own stuff, like, it's the most painful and hardest to follow advice, but I honestly believe the most you can do if you're not satisfied with how streams are doing, and also something that I should... What the hell happened? I got hit with like 17... I got hit with what felt like 17 trucks at the same time. I don't even comprehend why I failed, which is why it doesn't count as a fail. But yeah, one of the most important thing that you can do for figuring out what or why a stream isn't doing what you want it to is to watch your own stream back. And it's like, and if what you see isn't something that you would enjoy sitting down and watching for several hours, There's not really much else you can do but look at it and figure out why it's not like that, or what it would have to look like. Also, I'm figuring out why I got hit so much. It's because if he gets stuck in a corner, sometimes he just spams his stupid swords. Also, breathe. I forget that I do actually need to do that every now and then. I'm going to be back in a second. I'm getting a muffin. All right, back with the muffin, and I don't have anything put on there. I need to remember to breathe, not on my watch. Well, it's more like I forgot to give a moment for my voice box to actually cycle air so I can keep talking, and instead it just kind of... I think I know why I was... Actually, I think I did talk to a point where I was getting lightheaded because my eyes refocused. Okay. Not going to try to play that off with a lore excuse. I actually needed to breathe. This boss is trying to kill me. Because I want to do more lore excuses, because lore is just fun. I have the mentality of the amateur writer that's like, yeah, I know it's not really good. I know it's not really disjointed. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. It's not in the service of any greater project. I just think it's fun, so I do it. There's another big tip. Just do things because they're fun. Is my owl not? Oh, it bumped it. Yeah, he's... Okay. Oh! I think I know what the problem is. Aside from the fact that I'm now also tempted to block my air hole with the muffin. But you know what? If I die, I die. And if the muffin kills me, then that's how I want to go. Wasn't even the muffin, I just looked over chat to see if I missed anything. Oh. Famous K on. Yeah, fun things are fun. Also, hey Bug, hope you're doing good. Caught me mid boss attrition and mid muffin.
Look, violence is never the answer.
There it is.
It's the solution.
We just need to apply more violence faster. I can't die if he dies before I die. Like, what's the math? If I have an attack that deals 90 HP and to him and to the opponent and myself, but he only has 80 HP, I have an attack that deals 90 HP. I swear, part of the problem isn't even by directly to the throat. Dang it. I should have thought of this before he quit and went off on the internet, but I knew a guy who had it's probably just, I could probably find it super easy, but he had a bundle of hand assets for like reassuring cheek touch, head pat, choke out, abuse. And I think, at least for my vibe, the ones for trying to strangle me by the throat would be really funny. What the heck? Hang on, I'm gonna power eat muffin. Oh. I'm going. Yeah. It was just the full hand gripped around the throat and strangling. It was great. I think it was my #1 user redeem in that channel. 14 healer mentality. If you still have 1 HP, then all matters. That is, I know a lot of healers, which I think says something a lot about either the type of people that I hang around with or the type of people who hang around me. That I'm used to the type of people who plays a game to keep their friends almost alive, but not entirely. Yeah, because right now he's just kind of stuck in a loop of, and I think it's because the gas cloud is damaging him. It's like stuck in a loop of dealing with the swords, which I think is how he attempts to deal with someone like outside his range or inside, or like it's one of the moves that is designed to force the player to not be right up at him. But oh, don't worry, my brain butchered it in a way that I got what you mean. Smack. Huh, works. Ow. Yeah. Still alive. Huh? That was so many damage procs. I don't even know what that was. No! I forgot. I keep on thinking that Lito's ability for some reason is a giant fuck off fist. Like something with horizontal reach, but that's everyone else. Ha! Not getting me this time. I actually see it. Ah, it got me that time. Heal. Good call. Come on. Ah! The weird thing is I died because I was being too cautious. My thought process was I'm going to dash past him, leave a cloud, and the poison will tick him down. Just so happened the attack that he was going into was a big fuck off ball of no. Healer because I get to control if a person lives or dies. Don't annoy me, Mr. Sway, tryhard tank. Yeah. Learn your mitigation. That is one thing I've heard from every single 14 player I know that plays tank. Or not tank, healer. That's like, it would be great if the DPS and tanks could learn how to properly mitigate in a fight. Although there are so many buttons in that game. That is a game of just buttons. I know it's funny to say this, but I actually feel like you get more complexity with less buttons on account of how you need to understand how to use those buttons well. And here's the thing. My hot take, a game like FF14 is, to me, similarly complicated to Earth Defense Force, which saying that game is complicated or anything other than a laughable B-movie shout-out is ridiculous. To anyone who hasn't played on Inferno, because the difficulties go hard, or easy, normal, hard, harder, or hardest, and then the highest difficulty is Inferno, where you actually have to start thinking about things like how fast are the enemies spawning in, how fast can I reload this gun, what's the DPS and full output, how many shots do I need to hit a spawn point so I don't get overwhelmed, what order do I have to hit them in, so that, because whenever you hit a spawn point, the one thing that the game never tells you this, by the way, it's just something I noticed because I had to track this while I was playing higher difficulties of Earth Defense Force, that if you hit a teleport ship, a tunnel exit, whenever you hit a spawn point, it aggroes everything that spawns out of that point. Like, it's so weird because on normal, you can basically clear the game, at least 4.5, with using whatever as Ranger. When you get up a difficulty or two, you really have to look at optimization, and it gets to a point where it's convinced me that, like, oh, sometimes the best thing, dang it, if I could wombo combo. Sometimes things that look stupid are incredibly strong. Like, there's a line of sniper rifles for the Rangers that I absolutely love. It's the Fang line. That their entire gimmick is that they have one single shot in the magazine at any time, and it takes a good chunk of damage to reload, but it deals like 2,000 damage when a similarly tiered sniper rifle would be 750 or so. If I remember the stats that I looked at last time I played 6. Ow, that just was everything all at once. And even though it has on paper a lower DPS than other sniper rifles, I like it because it delivers all of its DPS at once, so you can sink teleport ships in a single shot instead of waiting. 14 is less complex when you play on controller because it's much easier to organize. Plus, it's not likely you'll use all abilities. That's true. I suppose once you drill down and look at what you actually need and use and which ones aren't useful, it becomes a lot simpler. Like a main scholar, and I'm using more than 10 abilities actively, then something has gone wrong. True. Yeah, as for healers specifically, I can see them having a lot of if this, do this, and if you don't, and if people are playing properly and not getting hit by like things with a status debuff, for a random example, because I'm not actually sure what goes into healer, then you don't need everything. Tried EDF and was like, I liked what I played, but I remember, oh yeah, I have arachnophobia. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think when I was younger, I had arachnophobia. I got over it because my desire to play EDF was stronger than my fear and distaste of spiders. I also think it was a mild type of arachnophobia, or just like general, I've had some bad experience with spiders suddenly being all up in my business and on me. I do not like them. And then just got over it. Because, yeah, no, if you have arachnophobia, for the love of God, do not look at anything tangentially related to Earth Defense Force. It's hard to play sometimes without that, because you end up in a jittering, skittering mass of chitinous mass. And it's horrible. If anything, the fact that EDF 6 has a lot more robotic enemies than actual spiders, I think it's because they're realizing that, oh yeah, arachnophobia is kind of a big thing. And we don't really have a way to do that, because our claim to fame is the fact that hang on, that's been getting me more than the parry. Like, their whole big claim to fame is referencing 50s B movies, which unfortunately them exists, and that involves massive bugs. So yeah, I think the coldest take you can find for anything regarding Earth Defense Force by fans who aren't trying to be a massive jerk about to everyone they've ever met is fair. There's also no arachnophobia, because, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I think that's something that should exist, because let's be honest, it's EDF. Does it get more complex at higher level? Wow, I was not paying attention at all. Because if talked about Earth Defense Force, there are 2 games that will get me into full spreadsheet ADHD mode, and they are Risk of Rain and Earth Defense Force. Like, someone like in a Discord that I was in, somebody brought up Risk of Rain as a tangential example for something. I'm like, I was interested in what we were talking about before. I am no longer interested because you mentioned Risk of Rain, and I am going to talk about that at length. Oh yeah, it was like we're talking about Night Rain, and then Risk of Rain Crazy Unlocks got up. I'm like, I have to mention about the nonsense I've tried to get the squished trophy on Captain, which requires you to kill Mithrix with one of his call-in pods, which means you only have 2. Wow, I am failing on easy things here. Like, you only have 2 attempts. And then Bandit B&E, which was a lot of fun, actually, because I did a bunch of stupid shit, like stacking delicate watches, crowbars, using the artifact that turns every single enemy into an elite, and dropping his health by half, and stacking lysate cells to get as many R abilities as possible. Yeah. So anyway, I can bring up dual masters. Yeah, there's just something great about being able to go full unhinged and guilt-free about the hyperfixation. Like, the funny thing is, normally when I'm talking about any of my interests in an area where I'm like, maybe why did it take so much damage at once? What the? It has a video on how to get. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The weird thing is, I know I can look up guides. My part of the fun, at least for those achievements, is let me do all the math. Let me figure it out and see, is there a build so dumb that it takes this from being a massive, stupid thing to being actually really chill and kind of silly how easy it was. Because when I finally did Bandit, I just had a bunch of lysate cells, and that solved it, because I'm like, all right, I have to kill. Or I also had no status effects, so like no bleed or anything. It's like, all right, the only way it's possible for me to. Dang it. Stand still. Like, the only way it was possible for me to actually get the finishing blow on him was to use my R ability. It was fantastic. And I think what I'm going to do, because I've found a couple of builds with, not with Captain, just in general, that makes it so it's like, yeah, if I'm going up to Mithrix, I am going to not understand what tick of damage it was that actually killed him. Oh, come on. Stupid gas cloud on the parry. We're starting to get to the point where it feels like the boss is cheating. I was healing. All right, this time for sure. I'm not sure. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh yeah, Earth Defense Force and then something else. I see the issue is that I've managed to get his patterns down to a point where he feels like he needs to spam the swords, and the swords are the thing that I have the least luck dealing with. Oh. We'll try and keep on going. Just have to focus in a bit more on what he's doing, and if it's swords, try to do that a bit better. I honestly think the only thing I have to do right now is just be better at the game. Golfing. Yeah, because I get burned and that deals with a lot of health, and that's a whole problem. What the heck? Now I just got... Ow. Ow. But yeah, I think the one commonality that I have between Earth Defense Force and Risk of Rain 2 is that those are games that I can kind of just look at the window, or at the gear window, figure out what's happening, why, crunch the numbers, and it's also games I have, when thinking about them, broken out a calculator for. Alright. That might be useful. That's like resistance. Ah! I keep on... The other thing is I don't know what the tell is for when he's going to be teleporting in the middle and just kind of sitting there. And when he's going to be doing that orb, that shield orb thing. Ah. It kind of feels like there's just each boss has two options for the same tell, and they're both counters. Like, it's a little up in the air for what it's going to be doing when. Which, I can understand. I feel that there's... Alright. Oh. Oh, this is going in a direction. I feel like there's a mentality that as Souls games go, or become more and more popular, like at least more and more mainstream, or at the very least, as people are trying to do, like, hey, Dark Souls sold like crazy. What if we had a Souls game that sold like crazy? Without much knowledge of how they actually managed to sell like crazy, or why. Because I think number one reason is for a thing like, yeah, this did... How did I get hit that many times? Huh. Red! Hey, Mecha. How's it going? So I feel like at least half of it is that if you do a straight copy of Dark Souls, down with all the storytelling that is there, it is or isn't there, you get to a point where the reaction is less, ah, yes, this is interesting and innovative, I like it, I am enjoying this, and more, all right, are we ever going to get a Souls game that actually tells us what's going on, or are we just going to, or is this just how they do it every time? Like, you start getting people who are a bit sick of that because they don't want to go through the item description trawl every single time there's a game with, like, difficult combat with a focus on parrying. Yeah, I think that's a bit more stronger. Ah! Jerk! No, I hope you're doing well, Mecha. We're just dying to this boss repeatedly, getting annoyed at and blaming things other than myself, and doing our best. Haha! Get punched several times. Ow. Oh. If you can get him at an angle when he summons those swords, I've noticed that they can just completely miss ya. Man, I would like if my heals also dealt with status effects, but I think that's its own special thing. I have to remember what I found out in the first game. No, wait, this is like 16 rules. Don't wait for things to pop off. Heyo! Don't wait for things to pop off. Just throw them the moment you get them. This game award is kind of annoying, being 80 Dark Souls clones, and yeah, possible. Me, bested. No, what you said earlier, is this goodbye? I'm afraid so. I understand. Oh. Should we? Magnolia. Stop. I beg of you. Don't. Oh. Nola's name. Oh, of course it is. Of course Nola is short for Magnolia. That's why I... Wait. I wonder how many games I can mod Orson and Smile into. Ganon? Nope. Frank Corrigan? Thing again. Farming Simulator? Simulate this boss fight. Wait. I don't even... I wonder how many times Ornstein and Smile as a duo showed up. Like, Ornstein and Smile separate have shown up in bosses. Like, you can fight Ornstein as... just as himself in 2. And a couple other places. But yeah, there's so many Souls games and have questionable qualities. Don't do this by yourself. Has to be another way. Oh, we finally get to hug one of our spirits. I've been waiting 2 games for this. Everyone is sad and needs a hug. I'll be watching over you, Lilac. Ah. And the worst part, wait. View ending A. We have multiple more. All right. Well, until this too fails, that's the blight problem taken care of. But no, I would appreciate if they modded Ornstein and Smile into a farming simulator so I can run them over with a combine. It's what they deserve. Just gonna chill a moment and listen to the music because they do such a good job with it. Although it's a matter of time before I start thinking too hard and like, I'm gonna skip this because I don't like looking through the credits just on stream with no gameplay. But there's usually... Wait, maybe it's not for... There's usually like a big, impressive voiced ending song. But that might not be for... ending A. That might be reserved for the true ending. In which case, justified. Because we found most of the items. Ender Magnolia. Even if this is a life created for someone else, these feelings of wanting to protect you are my own. Aw. Alright. And if I remember right, Ending credits, all that. A. Where's the map? Where's the map when you need it? The only thing is I'm not sure where to go. That for Ender Lilies, there was a couple of places. Oh shit, that means that it thinks I can get this item on my own. Ah. Well, I guess we go back up to the throne and see. All right. So it's the same boss fight. Nolia's MTG cards. Maybe. I think if you try hard enough, you can port pretty much any type of. You can pretty much do any character into an MTG card. Like, the mechanics are well enough. People probably won't have anything. There's enough complex mechanics that you can emulate enough in order to get what you need. Or set up mechanics specifically for that emulation. Ow. Why do I keep on getting set on fire? This is a travesty. Alright. Let's just see what happens if we throw ourselves. Just a little bit of recon. Like, I'm sure they could. And I think they'd be pretty useful because, practically speaking, both are. You could probably just do a reprint of each one. They're similar enough that they have this. They have what amounts to the same gimmick of summoning other spirits, or in this case, homunculi, to fight for them. Nope, not in the right place. So you'd essentially have a character that is designed around getting more cards on the field at once, which could be interesting. All right. I'm just going to go through this section with a fine-tooth comb, because the thing I'm worried about the most is there's almost always late game collectibles that require you to have either found secrets or definitely or have discovered every little nook and cranny of the game. And my thought is that one of them might be here because it fits thematically. Someone made a card, Lily, Priestess of the End. Yeah, that's about the vibe that she has. That's about as correct as you can get. Which means it's time to do the paranoid check of everywhere that I could possibly get into, and a couple of places that I can't. Alright, so that was just to that key. That goes there. So switch on the other side, but I already got it. Switch here. I don't think there's anywhere on this. I don't think there's anywhere on the side that's thick enough for a hidden room. Huh. Okay, I actually really like this ability just in general. The owls. But yeah, just every time you dash through or around someone, it gives you a little damage cloud from. Don't tell me. Actually, have I been in there? But it looks like there's a thing there. I don't know if that might just be decorative. It's probably decorative. Nope. That area is suspiciously cordoned off from everywhere else. All right. Up, over, back around. Same thing. I'm not sure what I'm expecting to find. I feel like if it's actually nothing and just all right, so that's just decorative. Like if there's actually nothing out here and it's just a minor little thing, I can deal with that. If it's something important, then yeah, justified. Ah, ads. Be back in a sec. I am so tempted to just pull up a map and look for it, but there's no easy to find ones. Let's see. It's a black-white creature with prayer. Gain 2 life, dodge, prevent all damage from a single source. Summon spirit without paying mana cost. Place a corrupted creature from your hand or graveyard into the battlefield. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what she does. Your text is done long last for each a proper burial. I don't actually remember if that's a line from the game. Probably is. Just probably one of the later endings. But also fitting. Alright. I did see from a couple maps that it's no item, like it's nothing that, like there's no secret rooms in this area. So I'm thinking there's probably just like a box somewhere I missed. Or increasingly incautious behavior leads to me almost dying in this area. Because of course, like flare tech. Yeah, that was a good one. I like the thing that I posted with that art. It's good art too. All right. Don't see anything in there. I guess we're over here now. Watch it be in like one of those boxes or something. I can't get out. Yeah, right? And that was a skeb too. That's the most impressive thing. Let's see. That gets us there. That gets us not where we need to be. Don't even want to be there. Swear it's just going to be in like a little. You're kidding. You're actually kidding. The thing I have been looking for this entire time in here wasn't an item, wasn't anything. It was just that I didn't open this freaking door. Ah! Hi, Butterfly. I am rapidly losing my mind because I just didn't open a door here. Well, I guess next thing we do is randomly look around for where we can get ending 2.
Mecha Deathclaw is second into the zone. And right into an anomaly field. Careful on the grabby centers.
Alright. So that's not a thing. Yeah.
MT Butterfly Fox is third. Welcome to the blockbuster. You are not alone if there are loaves.
Good timing. Because I went back to and combed that area several times. I just didn't see the dang lack of a open door. Like, I get why they have it, because sometimes those are really important, but ugh. Let's check here if anything changed. I was thinking of like, all right, what could be the worst thing that would be down here? Oh, hi Lily, how's it going? And I thought it was like, all right, it's probably just a bunch of material scraps. No, it's nothing at all. Heard there are survivors in this nation of the ancient people. Appears rumors are true. You're descended from them too, aren't you? Priestess of the ancients. It's rather obvious just looking at you. Huh? Where I'm from, and this land of fumes, they were both once ruled by the ancient people. The priestesses are their legacy. The blight too has existed since the time of the ancients. The embodiments of people's hatred. Blight comes from people? Are you a priestess? Descendant of theirs, in a matter, not unlike you. Yes, because we're a clone of priestesses. Lily's a clone of priestess. This is just her. Ancient people dwelled in the depths, in places said to be sacred. I've been wanting to see it for myself, even if there's nothing left of it. Oh. So she goes to each one of those lilies and purifies them because, you know, that's what she naturally does. That's you. Thank you for coming. Thing you got there. Instrument made by the frost, is it not? Do you know what it is? Suspect I might. Well, I certainly didn't expect to see it again. Looks like something one of my pupils might have made. A tuner, as it were. No good with arcane instruments, that one. Not like his younger sister. But is always full of surprises. Shy but competitive, too proud to ask for help. Cutest little rascal. Listen to me go on. I can see that, dear. I don't even know why I have. Oh, good as new. Can have it back now. Are you sure? Called a gear. Arcane instrument commonly used by tuners. I'm not sure you'll find it useful yourself. Incomplete. Slightly reduces Lilac's weight. Arcane instrument is stored by elders of Sorcerer's Village. Prototype fashioned by the chief tuner Jorah and given to his master and former tuner Cassio when he was a child. Alright. So that's now everything there. Which means... Interesting. Move that. Add that on just for something. And then... Slightly reduces Lilac's weight. Why is weight important? I guess we'll figure it out later. Alright. So there's also a lily there. I think I could have and probably should have done this a lot earlier. It's just that I was not impressed by the Crimson Forest, so I never went back there. And I figured that there would be something later in the game telling me, hey, you can do a thing. And then that thing was finding Lily in the first place. Alright, so she's not there yet. She said she wanted to go visit Land of Origin. Might be Crystalline Realm? There's something in there. Ooh, music's strong in this area. Yeah, because there was something in here that we didn't have the ability to really deal with. That's so cathartic because those things are such a pain the first time through. But I'm not sure what, because I think there was just a barrier here. I don't think there was actually anything of you or that would imply that this is somewhere that you can show up at. Oh! The Chief of Tuner's homunculus? Entry prohibited. No, he's turned mutant. Is the Chief of Tuner? Oh yeah, we left him down there. Eliminate intruders. No other way. Ooh, Raybolg. I like that name. Well, I guess they figured out whatever was going on with the barrier. Dang it. It's a phase change. Behind you. That was so much easier than the final boss. Wait, did we get him? Give me, Belia. Manipulated. No more. Must honor my word. Let's go to Joran. He's gone. I swear, there's an 8th party member, and I wish to find them. Chief Tuner up in? All right. First things first, we go insane over here because evidently I did miss something. So a Knight from Destiny. Yeah. Good design. Just toxic nonsense. I thought I had a second jump. Game. All right. Problem with this area is that it's freakishly large. And kind of lumpy. If it wasn't so lumpy, this wouldn't be so bad. But it is, so here we are. Wait. Did I... Is this one that I, like, saw where the thing was? Like, I have no idea how to get to that. Alright, so that was a cubby for something else. And... only thing I can think of is the Han Supercharge. No. Or it's down below? Oh, there's an easy answer to that. The Cabal, because they have really big heads. That is the start and stop of all logic of how easy is it to shoot that faction in the head. Oh, no, that is... oh, back in the poison water. All right. Maybe in ceiling? So I'm also trying... to look at... oh! Tire time. I probably never looked at that simply because... and a comically low amount of materials because this was an early game area. Like the Vex, appreciate a center and mass crit spot. Yeah, but the Vex are also annoying with all their shields and special units. But Cabal largely, if you can hit something the size of a large pumpkin in the head, you're golden. Aha! We have found the other side. Joran's Note 1. Pillar purification has been installed. It said the Lady Belia and Declan collaborate on the device together. Well, I'm not certain on the specifics. Curiosity got the better of me. I couldn't help but look inside. Now I wish I hadn't. Why would Lady Belia do this? Is how far we're willing to go purify the blight? I don't know what to believe anymore. Ah! I have a feeling that the answer is the same as it was in the first game. How do you purify this blight? Simple. You stick a hyper-absorbent child in there and let them just sponge it all up. 90% of the time, it works every time. Boss fight? Yes. You can't hurt me. I've already fought... well, you can't actually hurt me a lot. But I've fought worse than you with a much more annoying attack pattern. I don't actually have to win. I just have to make sure that you die before all of your annoying attacks go off. Oh, come on. There we go. blocked you. I didn't even have to do that once. Oh yes, that's so nice. So add quote one word. Land we strive for. Ooh. House Frost's goal was to reach the sacred land of origin, a place that Lady Abelia longed to return to. Once read that it was pure land of white and blue. Now there's the blight. Even a monculus couldn't hope to withstand it for long. There we go. Thank you. Soon the reason we haven't yet succumbed has to do with being tuned by Lilac. Yes, even among those with blood priestess, Lilac appears particularly resistant to blight. So is Lilia. Lilia. Oh yeah, and we haven't gotten horrendously corrupted by the blight to the point that we have flesh tendrils coming off of us like we did in the first game. Nice. So ancients were born the Christian in magic of this land. After they died, put to rest in it. Perhaps the spread blight is the wishes of the ancients. Yeah, probably. So, saving that. Alright. There's the dang map. So this will connect down here, which is where I want to go, because I think all the bear... Huh. Alright. I guess you have to go down the long way if you want. Hold up. I got an idea. Is it a good one? Probably. Charge and fire and dang it. Alright, so that doesn't work. I was trying to launch myself from where I started all the way through the problem area. But it appears I might have to go the long way to get there. Alright. Ow. On fire again. Keeps on happening. What? Yep. Another boss fight. Ow. Nah. And he's easy to parry. This is perfect. It is so much fun to just have easy bosses after the final boss. And welcome, Quiet Cold. Thank you. I actually vaguely know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh! To understand what that is. What you mean by that. Which is a first. Normally, whenever somebody says something about like comparing one of my models to whatever, it's like, oh, hey, we found all the notes. It's like, I'm going to trust your word on that, but I am not familiar. Let's see. Jordan's notes, too. None of this was supposed to happen. Grim Reaper and Milius went berserk while Lilio's process of tuning it. That's my fault. I caused that. Lady Abelia took me in when I was just an orphan, yet couldn't help it. And the only choice could, save Lilia. Doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. Sins are past forgiveness. Glad you two have no idea. I mean, granted, I know, like, the general... Oh, there's a bottomless pit down there. I know the general vibe, but... yeah. Also, the fact that the vines in the back are in the shape of DNA, a little on the nose, but I like it. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, weird old man? There we go. It's on the list of things I think of constantly because it's just such a great quote. You know, sometimes that's an honest question. Like how many times? Although how many? I think I've done this on 2 heals. All right, what's up here? Nothing. And Eh? Oh my god, it has been so long since there was just an honest-to-God breakable object that did not require any special abilities or preparations. That I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Is this a new thing? Have I not found all the skills? Like, what? Like, no, you can just hit it. It's fine. Except what isn't fine is that it appears... Yep. Oh! That... They got me. Ah! Oh, thanks. That's actually my main model. I swap between forms because I can. But I appreciate the bit. It is really appreciated. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the bread roll is the main model. Corpse and the other forms are just, yes, super bummed. What, because of the breakable wall, or did something else happen? Ooh, for the low chance of instantly eliminating the enemies you attack. More formidable enemies are immune to the effects. Dang. Ooh, mitosis. Thank you. Let's go. Bread hat. Where's OBS? Crazy food. Yeah, Eldritch Food VTuber. Alright. Actual thing that's possessing his rolls is that. Well, you cannot actually kill me in a way that matters. It's fun. So, chance to... Oh, right. I didn't read the description, but... I don't know. The low a chance for something to happen, for like insta kill, I feel is super common. But as like an effect on things in games, but rarely if ever useful. Oh, hey, found you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you thinking that, Butterfly. Chief Tuner, what happened? It's okay. Soul of Belia, Lord of House Frost. I'm sorry, what? Survivors of the ancient people survived by binding their souls to those of others. Oh. Lilio's meant to be your next vessel. The only thing you could do is put a stop to the ritual. Here's on bum. Oh god, that is awful. Like AC not working, especially now. Ah. I hate it. I hope that it's like just a quick fix so they can look inside and just 103. God damn. Don't die. Please don't die. Sorry, Raybulk had a role in all this too. Difficult one. Couldn't even say thank you. What can I do? Tuners help homunculi, yeah? Find Raybulk. Save him for me. Jordan. Oh. I liked him. Yeah, why? Because the only thing that ever is consistent is that if things can go wrong, they will. Ah. Wait, I think I know what I need to do for this. Nope, it's not fat. Oh. Oh, the thing about reducing your weight so you can get up on those. Jordan, why? By my own hand? Jordan entrusted this to me to save you. I might have wanted to... Alright, so I'm shocked. Surprise. Oh, wait, this isn't... That wasn't a hard fight at all. This is the last of what Raybulk had in them. Alright. Just rest a bit. Hope... Yeah, I hope so. Wait, he's still alive? God damn! Saved once more. Jordan's being controlled by Abelia. We knew there was no other way. That was my vow to him. Knew it was come, but was far more difficult than I expected. Jorn said to tell you, thank you. To Jorn, Billy was a foster mother. He must have suffered the most. Now, it's I who remain. Master Jorn is Jorn, but if you would allow me to repay our debt, she'll lend you my strength. Hey, the 8th one! Oh, yeah. Yeah! Take this as well. Jorn kept it on himself. Must have prepared it for Lilia. Ugh! Blighted pupil. Appears to be an arcane instrument and was in possession of the chief attuner and emits light that keeps the blight in the land of origin. Hell yeah! Cracked form of the surface and blight has been corroded. Why? I don't want to know. Lilia is hidden within this place so that Billy cannot reach her, a room that's sealed from the inside after one enters. However, there must exist an ancient path. After all, the ancients lived here once. Remains a reckless man in the end. Yeah, usually just a compressor. I once had an issue with my old car where it was like the radiator fan wasn't working, and that required a bit of rewiring. Munculus was once served to the tuner Jorn, dubbed Lucent Knight due to his appearance, led the Munculi of House Frost. War broke out between Milius and Frost, who barricaded himself within a tethered steeple to defend their territory. Primary ranged attack. Our enemy's distance consecutive inputs lead to repeated shots. Holding out the button is recharged. Like Nola. Wow. Nice. Pens could be usually around 800. We did it. Alright, maybe I can get up here. Because I can't charge on those oh, wait. Yeah. I can just manually hop on over. It's fine. Wasn't even an issue. And there... I kind of want to try Raybolg for a bit. Like, I'm really used to using Nola, and I have a feeling, but... Ooh, Nostalgic Reunion. Appears we should be working together from this point on. Can't believe we're letting you join. Kid's too damn nice. And who might you be? Regardless, it appears that I do not take kindly. Be aware that I do not take kindly to impertinence. Like you, I ain't the one they can't remember. Think we'd have to listen to these two again. Bickering isn't so bad, is it? If you say so. Hey, Lorna, why don't you come over here and join the party? Yes, yes. I love these idiots. Viz, I just have to drive around an oven. Yeah, hopefully it's just a recharge. You can just get the kit for that. Full burst. Yes. Alright, what relics we got? Oh, right, the chance to kill. Enhance abilities. Special alloy amp. Ooh, piercing beam. Fire holding that. So it's the same special alloy part. Lock all abilities. So that's more of a lob. Which will be equipped because that's strong. Wow. It's pretty powerful. Just need another gem core and an admin amp. I think I know where the admin amp is. Wait. What do you mean? Mad Knight Raybolg. I think the last admin amp's up here. That's the easiest way to get to that, actually. I think it might... Yeah, it's over there. So, yeah. Yeah, office drone. I just change the... No, that's enhanced. There's penetrating beam. Firearms should be intense heat, piercing right through enemy like Lancelot. So it's nothing struck fear to ask this monkey other than looking down the barrel of Raybolg's weapon. It frequently employed to sell skirmishes as House Millie is supposed to blitz. I love the vibe of Raybolg. A lot slower. Which, if anything, I might had the supervisor ask me how to add everything together in an Excel sheet that I put together. Oh, that much should be basic. Like, you shouldn't be in an office if you don't know how to do that much. And, like, it's not hard. It really isn't that difficult. Or even just to look it up. Executive assistant. Seriously? Dang. If anything, I'm impressed, because, like, how? Alright, I can get behind this. Like, even then, if you know how to do a formula... I swear, every time I think I've plumbed the depths of human stupidity, I find a new sub-basement. It keeps happening. They can't keep getting away with this. You might be justified in that. Like, honestly. Alright. I think I know the vibe. Hey, ask... Oh, yeah. No, the ask her person, they know what's up. That is the worst thing to be is competent at a job. All right. How do I get this? Is there like a drain? I feel like this isn't oh yeah, you just go up there and then it's there. I feel like there's a trick to it. So you ever... Yeah, you get it, Char. Also, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Oh, wait, I think I get it. Person in my last position, I'm trying to... Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. Like, on one hand, it's good to be dependable and have that little bit of job security of like, yeah, I know how to do this, so they won't just up and fire me for no reason. Yeah, best way to get... Well, here's the thing. You can still just leave. They cannot stop you from saying, nope, I'm out. I found a better one. But if it's something that's like you don't know how to do, or like you know how to do and they don't want to learn or otherwise just keep on asking you to do it, and then that becomes one of your primary jobs, and like, ugh. Maybe there's something... No. It's fun, but I kind of miss Nola's the sheer amount of speed that they add. All right, so that's a no. And if I can't hang to the wall there, maybe there's a secret or something, because it feels like I'm just straight up missing something. Like, Maya, thank you so much for the raid. How is Satisfactory? Get trains working? Welcome in, Raiders from Eldritch Horror Bread, Eldritch Horror from Beyond Reality, who found an old band block buster full of classic games and thought, oh, this is the best thing ever. I'm just doing this now. Where trains are going? Hell yeah. I run. Yeah, I mostly play retro games, sometimes some new ones. We're playing Ender Magnolias, and we just got to the part where, well, we have this dude. So that's about where we are in the story. Also, perfect timing. How the heck do I get the item in here? Because I've been going between feeling that there's a trick to turn off this waterfall. The other part of me is thinking that's just, no, you gotta full send it and then hope for the best. But it's knowing some of the nonsense that they did for lilies, it's probably just, you gotta do the movement tech. Yeah, also if you have to raid and run, totally understandable. It's streams a whole thing, so go do that. Actually, I'm just going to look this up because I truly don't care. Let's see. Magnolia, Stratum Waterfall Room. Don't. I looked it up and it's like, hey, how do I get this item? And like, oh, Garm Uppercut, number 7 slash, and then Nola's attacks to get over there. So I just have to go swap out for Nola. All right. Oh, I kind of like her speed a bit better. Is there anything else that... Nah, that's the best thing. Because I refuse to not leave this map 100% completed. And part of that involves going insane. Like, we found an area in the Sorcerer's Academy that that I thought was missing an item. No, I just didn't open a door. That's all of it. Map was just mad that I forgot a door. You know, Brad, streets feel like neighborhood bar. Go place where you can come chat, see friends, come familiar, invite with bartender, read streamers. Always happy to see us and chat about whatever's in mind. Appreciate that you think like that. You still gotta pay cover charge. But no, it is. I am glad that people feel like relaxed and comfy here. Like that fact that people enjoy this and come back and enjoy the time that they spend here means a lot. Means I'm doing something right. While also going insane. The insanity is just that's not negotiable. All right. So I think, yeah, Noel has so many more air combos. Up. All right. They said, I'm going to relook at what I pulled up because they said that, but I swear that I get up and right in the water's in right side of the room. The uppercut bounce off the slip. Oh, I see. The whole thing is that I it just bumped up the slope. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That the number one way is slope bumping, which it feels like they overestimated this. I can be a bit more off. Like, I feel justified in looking that up just because it's this type of thing of that feels like a physics exploit. Or like a map design exploit. Like what you're supposed to do is what I was trying before of going up the waterfall, dashing across. I need a little bit more height. All right. Swapping you out. Yeah, that should do it. Like, that feels non-obvious enough that it's like, yeah, that fair. Because my view of, like, guides and the like is, if you try it and it starts to get to the point where it's honestly being annoying or you're just not getting it, and you go to look it up and the reaction is, well, how the heck was I supposed to figure that out without a guide? It's kind of the point where I'm like, yeah, the game could have done a bit of a better job. So every time I thought, oh, I need number 7 for this, I wound up finding a way to do it without number 7. Yeah, I've had that too, where it's like, okay, I think I need number 7 here with this specific ability, and then it ends up being like no help. Like, I'm pretty sure the hail ability I grabbed won't be useful at all. I know what they're trying to go for with number 7. Oh, hey, it was actually useful. Goddamn. There we go. There's the admin amp. But as a combat ability, I like Leto more. I like Leto more than him. I like his design, but it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, Leto's great. Like, I just beat what's his face, and I went from being like, all right, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what's going on, to swapping out to my current loadout. Like, I had Yolvin on the right bumper, but then I swapped it out for this dude and grabbed Leto back. And like, why did I ever not have Leto on? All right. So, yeah, so we got the eyeball. It's blighted, which means we have to find Lily again. Have her unblight it. And it should be. There might be a connector over there, but I'm just going to try the back door. The thing is, discard bench down. But yeah, Leto's the best. I just enjoy them in general. And so happy that in ending after 2 games of wanting and saying that I just want to give every summon and spirit in this game a hug, I am so glad that we were able to give Nola a hug. Because, goddamn, she kind of needed it. Oh, hello, sir. A large, angry man slug. Alright. Now we run trying not to die. Will we be successful? Nobody knows. The fact that my artifact just popped there means a resounding no in all fronts. We'll probably be fine. Freedom! I would have been so mad if I dunked myself again. Wait. I'm going to go explode myself. I thought that was blighted water every time I came down here. This is such an embarrassing go. One wonders why Lilac was in the land of origin. And is there a matter of contraption, Matt? There's that matter of contraption Lilac was connected to as well. Was it Melius or Frostmake? There's no place to birth the child. Presume Lilac was brought here from elsewhere. There's been 3 expeditions to the land of origin so far. 2 were led by the chief tuner, Joran. Lily and Nola led another. There has to be some reason I was in the land of origin. My body appears to be resistant to the blight too. But, I'm glad you saved me. Sometimes can't help but wonder. Should you just have... Lilac, there's no reason you should not have been saved. Stop thinking like that. Mere infant. Whatever has happened, the blame is not yours to bear. Lila and you, Nola, grateful to all three of you. This would have made everything so much easier. I had found this before. In my defense, the red tinge makes us look kind of blighted, right? Right? I'm not crazy. I mean, I know I am crazy, but it's fine. God. All right. I think. Well. Ow. Rude. I am. Oh. Well, if we die, we die. Ha! Watched a main video about one of the biggest moments hockey Colorado. Oh, hey, Lily. I was taking a brief rest. Wait, she's using the respites too. That's adorable. Oh, wait. Are the respites different from the game? Because everyone Lilac's by has like a source of magic power, but she just needs a bench. She has a chair and she's fine. She's done this before. Here? How are you feeling? The blight, it's quite taxing down here. A little numb and unpleasant, but nothing you can't handle. Oh yeah, that's just every day of life. You get used to it. Careful, you may have a resistance to the blight, but don't become like me. Are you okay? No, she isn't, on multiple levels. I'm fine. That aside, I happened upon an unusual magic barrier. I believe it may have been put in place by a priestess of the ancients. Took the liberty of dispelling it. Now, I'm going to rest a little longer. Are you really sure you're okay? Just a little longer. Gotta love her. Wait. Lilia? Lilia, I'm sorry it took us so long. Open your eyes, please, wake up. Don't touch her. The blight. Is there anything you can do? Even if the blight's purified, I don't know if it'll save her. No. If we do purify it, it would ease her suffering. Ending B! Purifying the blight. Wish I could do it. Purify the blight. As I am now, I have no strength. My voice wouldn't reach. I can do is impart the knowledge to the priestess. I'm sorry. So even if there's the smallest chance, if we can save Lilia from her suffering, do whatever it takes. I'll return to the surface and think of what we could do. But I think she has some ability to purify. Like, I thought the eye we got would be able to do it. Or to be purified for her. Because the last Lily that we found her by was red when we first found her, but then swapped over to white. Lilia. All right. Yeah. Because this has a secret attached to it still. Somewhere. Probably in a path that I thought was bladed, but isn't. Or down in one of the lakes. That's a circular section of blight. And there's actually more I can go look at there, but... But the next thing we need is the blight resistant item, which I think should be here.
Violence is never the answer.
Hi,
it's
Drew.
the solution.
We're doing as much violence as we can. That was the solution to like most of it. And let me scroll up. Basically, legendary goalie and franchise player for Montreal Canadiens, Patrick Roy, pronounced Patrick Wah, let out a dry game against the Red Wings to let in 9 goals, 2 periods, and kind of mocked by the crowd and made easy save. Nice. Good use of people against the Red Wings. Let them win. Ah! Thank you. Yeah, like she just purified that. That was red, but last time we saw it. Bladed pupil. And that stele. With these I could... Let me see those. Appreciate it. This is an amulet. When you perform a purification, it'll reduce the blight's burden on your body. I once used it myself. I was able to restore it using a blighted pupil. Hey! Heirloom with the power to repress and even purify effects of blight when fine-tuned for tuners used by priests from... Hey-oh! Thanks for lurking. Have a good night. Point Roy has been centerpiece of... And thanks for the brick. Aegis Curio? Yep! If there is any doubt at this point, we're getting items from the last game. Like me, share a deep connection with the priestess. If you can reach her heart, I'm certain you'll be able to. Reach her heart like tuning. Truth, Lilia could have been purified when we first found her, but if I had shown you how, you would want to try and lost your mind to the... Yeah, she knows because she did it. Finally pulled the head coach nothing to him, didn't even look at him. Nice, nice. So, I want to find another way. Sorry, I lied to you. It's okay, thank you, I mean it. Be careful. Let's go, Noel. Yes. Anything else? Nope. Yeah, I love that Lily is just here, and it's like, it's never said. She never gives a name, because, like, plot reasons from the first game. But then it is made aggressively clear, with no doubt about it, who she is. Over team president, just played my last game for Montreal. 4 days later, traded to the A's. That season 1 will have one. That is so amazingly spiteful and petty. Love that for him. Well, even more clear if you data mine her spray and take it apart. She still has the blighted tendrils? That's so amazing. I absolutely love that they have that attention to detail. And oh hey, you for a third time. Like, yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. The fact that they even kept that data in for people to data mine, like, you wouldn't have seen it unless it's in the gallery. Perfect game. No notes. All right, what's in here? Primordial proves stats, but does not grant any additional. Nice. All right, so that's that area. Probably let that ad just play out. Oh wait. Bet. Launch. I was really hoping for something to happen. Right, I see what you need to do there, and it's really annoying. I think the easiest way is to swap him out for the upward helicopter. Yep. And if anything, it's not even that what's being asked is annoying. It's just that now you have to wait for the twink to recharge. And do it again and again and again. If anything, he probably could have been just like a field ability like Lars's. But I appreciate what they were trying to do with him. And now we can never come back here again. Oh, hey. The last core. And enhance. Did this without number 7. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Well, it's definitely possible to do it without number 7. It's probably a little easier to do it with him. Although the fact that you were able to do it without, really impressive. Like, dang. Is that just I have to heal through it? We'll see. There should be one last big impressive final boss. Oh. And then last thing. Actually, how much damage did I take? Still 42. Want to know where the blood? Yes, I would love to know. Because I have not found it yet. You're kidding me. There. Well, I'm out. They really said, hey, we're going to have an entire area that's just heal checking. We had one in the last game. We're just not. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The moment I saw this area, that's what I said. But guess not. That feels so weird. Especially because look at this. How are you supposed to heal through it? Oh god, that room is huge. I guess the only thing is to equip a core that... Oh. There's ads. I do need a second. I need more water.
Your blood will turn white. Your face will turn green. Your eyeballs will pop.
All right. So I think first of all, it is so much better now that I've had some water. Last time I had any in my bottle, it was like back at the final boss. But I think the only way to do it is no, I want I want to keep this one because it only has one extra heal, but it fully restores at 15%, which actually means that it does more than a heal. I think I just gotta full send it. Like, good cornering, good speed. Don't die before that. I thought it was healing twice. So that was a waste of a heal. Dang it. There... Huh. I think I'm just going to look up that room off stream because the feeling I've got is that, yeah, sure, I'll take a hint. I take it that there's a secret path or something. Eh? Oh, I must have missed a flower or something. Oh, dang it. Oh, right. Lorna. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm still going to do that off stream just because I'm missing the timing, but yeah, her ult ability heals, so when I get heal, so I can go through like best I can with what I got. Then when it gets too low, the whatever I've got equipped, that'll also trigger. And then I'll have full SP for 2 heals. Thanks for that. I probably would have kept on throwing until I realized that. Raising see that will just kill everyone involved. I never have good luck with sea fertility. All right, next ending. Lilia, please wake up. Nola, allow me to share this burden. Ooh. 380. Look at this, so pretty. This flower, it's called a magnolia. I wanted you to see it. It doesn't resemble me in the slightest. Nolia, you do not need to bear the nation's weight upon your shoulders. Return for you, once her future has been secured. Rest now. Try not to cry, Lilia. Aww. In a part, the tuner will connect us. We shall meet again. Lilac, forgive me. I was unable to protect you. When you are older, you need to save Lilia. 3 of us will meet again. That I promise you. Why are they all so plush? And I'm getting cuteness aggression from how plush they are in the cutscenes. It's for your memories. Lilia's my tuner. Seeing you inherited that duty from her. Alright, let's get her down from the living flesh wall. Lilac? She's alive! Goopy, but alive! I see. You came looking for me. There's so much I want to talk to you about. So much I can't remember. This is where I found you, when you were little. Never regretted the choice I made that day. Choice to protect you. I trust you feel the same, don't you, Magnolia? Lilia, I'm sorry it's taken us so long. Magnolia, is that a real name? That's right. I realized when I tuned her, Magnolia didn't know her own name. Name Gilroy concealed to hide your true strength. My true strength? Only two people have the power to sustain the Imperium Parasol's barrier, Gilroy and you. But while Gilroy is only able to sustain the barrier, you have the power to destroy it as well. House of Lord Milius, it would seem he entrusted the future to Homunculi. That can't be. I too wish to entrust her future to you. Lilia. Nola. I remember giving you that name. Other memories too. Things I can't remember. I prefer Nola. Feels warmer. Said the same thing at the time. Blight, in it, I felt something. Cries of suffering of the lives that spring forth from the land of origin. Pure and Paracel, Id and Gilroy are connected to this place, siphoning magic to sustain the barrier. In turn, Gilroy's anguish, his anger and pain, are infecting the land of origin. If I have the power to destroy the barrier, perhaps I could use the connection to put this ghoulish place out of its misery as well. Huh? And to the fumes, and to our worries. Efficient plan, is it not? If you did that, you'd be destroying the source of our magic. All we'd be left with is the reign of death. Speaking in jest, you know, wouldn't do to wield this power lightly. What if, rather than destroying it, we were to release the magic of origin instead, unleash it upon the Blight and reign of death? Would it put an end to the Blight? It would certainly be a heavy wager, but magic is the most miraculous thing. I'll remain here. When Nola makes contact with the magic of origin, I'll help redirect it. No, if you do that, no, we just got you back. You're not going back in the goop wall. Knows what it would do to this place. Lilac, I'm sorry. I can't leave this place. Huh? Connection to the magic of origin is all that's keeping me alive. Perhaps this is Abelia's plan all along. No. Damnation, there must be some other way. Perhaps that priestess we met. It's no time. I don't know how long I have. The choice is yours. Future is in your hands. Take this. Allow us to remain connected to one another. Lilia's bladed ring. Unleash full power of Nola's. Ooh! That's perfect. I habitually use that because I forget all other inputs. With it, she'll be able to destroy the Imperium Parasol's barrier. Ring has been corroded by Blight. Lilia's power, deeply connected to the magic of origin, resides within it. Heyo, White Priestess. Oh, I'm keeping Levy's mantle because I like that little gremlin. Lilia. Appears she's asleep. Lilia's soul must yearn for release after spending so long bound to this place. Whatever your decision, I'll abide by it. Beyond the truth. Reunite with Lilia. Alright. So I think I'm going to call it there because I don't think I have another boss fight with Gilroy in... Actually, no, wait. We can at least check to see... I don't see what they do here, but we can at least check to see if we have to do another... boss fight with Gilroy, or if we can just smack him around, son. Actually, no, I'm going to save and quit. One more stream. I will probably do this Tuesday because then I'll be able to do everything else that I need for this to 100% complete the map. And yeah. Also, it's probably a good thing because I can feel myself shaking and I can feel I feel the requirements to just crash. So I'm going to do that. Thank you all for coming by and chatting, and Maya, if you're still here, thank you so much for the raid. We're going to be raiding the Anti-U, Living Armor VTuber, who I love their design and concept because the model they have on stream isn't them. The armor that the model that they have on stream, that's them. But yeah. My brain's fried. I'm not even going to try. See you when I see you next.